Welcome to Learn English Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of Learn English Podcast. I'm Olivia, and I am so happy you are here with us today.
And I'm Mark. We are really glad you chose to spend this time with us.
Before we start, let's do one small thing together. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Now, breathe out gently through your mouth. Good. Do it one more time with me.
Today, we are going to talk about a topic that touches every English learner. The topic is how to heal after failure.
Maybe this has happened to you recently. You tried to speak English with a friend or a teacher. The words got stuck and you felt your face become red and hot.
Or maybe you studied very hard for an English test. You opened the result, and the score was much lower than you hoped. You felt disappointed and heavy inside.
Or perhaps you recorded a short English video for practice. You listened to it once and thought, "This sounds really bad." Then you deleted the video right away.
Or you joined an English conversation group online. You wanted to say something, but you stayed quiet the whole time. Afterwards, you felt sad and frustrated with yourself.
If any of these moments feel familiar to you right now, please know something important. You are not alone in this feeling. Actually, almost every single person who is learning English has been exactly where you are.
That heavy feeling in your chest, that voice that says, "I am not good enough." We understand it completely.
And today, we are not going to ignore that pain. We are going to talk about it honestly and gently. We are going to show you how to heal from it step by step.
Because healing after failure is the real secret skill. It is the skill that changes everything. It turns the words, "I want to give up," into "I am becoming stronger every day."
It turns pain into power, and that power will help your English grow faster than you ever thought possible.
So stay with us for this warm conversation. It will feel like two friends talking together over a cup of coffee. No pressure, just honesty and kindness.
Now, Mark, I know you have a personal story about this topic. Would you like to share it with our listeners?
Yes, I would. Let me tell you what happened to me 2 years ago. I had a very important job interview, and it was all in English.
Oh, I remember you telling me about this.
I prepared for many weeks. I wrote all the answers. I practiced them again and again in front of the mirror. I thought I was ready.
And then?
When the interviewer asked the first question, my mind went completely blank. I started speaking, but the words came out all wrong. I said, "I am interesting in this position," instead of "I am interested." My voice was shaking, and I forgot half the things I wanted to say.
That must have felt terrible.
It did. After the call ended, I just sat there in silence for 10 long minutes. I stared at my computer screen, and I felt so stupid. I told myself, "Mark, you will never be good at English."
And what happened after that moment?
I didn't touch my English app for a whole week. I avoided speaking English even when I was alone in my room. The shame was so strong that I wanted to hide from everything.
I can feel that pain in your voice even now. Thank you for sharing it so honestly. I had my own moment like that too.
Really? Tell us about it, Olivia.
Of course. I was traveling in Spain and I went into a small cafe. I wanted to order food in English first and then try Spanish. The waiter looked at me with a confused face. He asked me to repeat my order 3 times.
Oh no.
I felt so small in that moment. I wanted to disappear under the table. Later that night in my hotel room, I cried a little bit. I thought, why is English so difficult for me?
That sounds really hard.
It was. For 3 whole days, I avoided any English conversations. The fear after that failure felt bigger than the mistake itself.
So let's talk now about why failure hurts so much for English learners. We put so much pressure on ourselves every single day.
Yes, that is true. We watch YouTube videos of people speaking perfect English. We see our friends chatting easily in English, and we think, I should be able to do that already.
When we make one mistake, It does not feel like a small thing. It feels like big proof that we are bad at English. Our mind turns a small fall into a huge failure.
Another reason is our inner voice. That voice inside our head can be very mean sometimes. It says things like, "See, you're not smart enough for this."
And we forget one important truth. Every person who speaks English fluently now failed many, many times before. They just kept going.
We also make a common mistake. We compare our own learning journey to someone else's. We look at their chapter 20 while we're still at chapter 3. Of course, we feel behind and sad.
Yes, and that comparison makes the pain even bigger. Another common mistake is thinking one bad day means we are bad forever. But that is simply not true.
Now, let's talk about the emotions we feel after failure. First comes shame. You feel like everyone is looking at you and judging you.
Then comes frustration. You ask yourself again and again, why can't I remember these simple words?
After that comes sadness. You start to feel like your dream of speaking English easily is getting smaller and smaller.
I felt all three emotions after my interview. Shame first, then frustration, and finally deep sadness.
Many learners do the same thing after a failure. They hide it from everyone. They don't talk about it with friends or family.
And when we hide a failure, the pain grows stronger. It stays inside us like a heavy stone that we carry every day.
We also forget that failure is completely normal. Think about babies learning to walk. They fall down many times every day. No one calls the baby a failure.
But when we are adults, we forget this simple truth. We expect ourselves to speak perfectly right away. That impossible expectation creates the biggest pain of all.
Real learning is always messy. It has mistakes and tears and small happy victories mixed together. That is the real journey.
So if you are listening right now and thinking, this is exactly how I feel, we see you, we hear you, and we are right here with you.
Maybe your failure happened last week in a speaking test, or maybe you froze during a Zoom meeting in English, or maybe you broke your language app streak and felt guilty.
Whatever your story is today, it is valid, it is important, and it does not define you.
Here's the most important thing I want you to remember from everything we have said so far. Failure is not the end of your English journey.
It is actually a teacher, a tough teacher that sometimes wears a painful mask.
When you fail, your brain is quietly telling you, hey, we found something important we need to practice more.
The pain you feel in that moment, it's just your old story trying to stay alive inside you.
But a beautiful new story is waiting for you, the story where you speak English with confidence and real joy.
And that new story begins the exact moment you choose to heal instead of hide.
Fluency is not about never falling down. It's about learning how to stand up again with more kindness and more courage each time.
And I promise you, that moment is closer than you think.
So now that we've talked openly about why failure feels so heavy, let's gently start moving towards the light together.
In part 2, we will share the big breakthrough moment that changed everything for us. Then we will give you 5 simple and practical steps you can start using today.
We will also do a special speaking exercise together, so please stay with us.
Part 2 is coming right after this short break. We are so thankful you are here on this journey with us.
Take one more gentle breath and get ready because your healing is about to begin. Okay, now that we have talked about the heavy feelings, let's gently move toward the light together.
Yes, here comes the breakthrough moment, the one thing that changed everything for both of us.
The big realization is this: failure is not a stop sign on your English journey. It is actually a teacher wearing a tough disguise.
When you fail, your brain is quietly saying something important. It says, hey, we found something we need to practice more.
The pain you feel right now, that is just your old story trying to stay alive. But a beautiful new story is waiting for you.
The story where you speak English with confidence and real joy, and that new story begins the exact moment you choose to heal instead of hide.
Fluency is not about never falling down. It's about learning how to stand up again with more kindness and more courage each time.
And I promise you, that moment is closer than you think. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be gentle with yourself.
So now let's turn all of this into action. Here are 5 simple, practical steps you can start using today. We will explain each one slowly and clearly.
Step number 1 is give yourself permission to feel bad, but only for a short time. This is called self-compassion.
After failure, do not rush to be positive right away. Let yourself feel sad or embarrassed for maybe 10 minutes. Say it out loud. Okay, that hurt. I'm allowed to feel this.
Why does this work? Because when you fight the feeling, it gets bigger. When you accept it, the pain passes faster.
How to practice. Set a timer on your phone for 10 minutes. During that time, you can cry or write in your notebook.
When the timer rings, say thank you. Say thank you for teaching me. Now I'm ready to grow. Small example, after my interview, I sat for 10 minutes and just felt it.
After that, my shame started to melt away. Try this today. It really helps.
Step number 2, turn the failure into a lesson without blaming yourself. Ask 2 gentle questions.
First question, what exactly went wrong? Second question, what can I practice next time?
Why does this work? Your brain loves clear information. These questions take the power away from shame.
How to practice. Open your phone notes right after the failure. Write the 2 questions and answer them in simple English.
Even 1 sentence for each is enough. Example, after my interview, I wrote, "What went wrong? I forgot the word interested."
Then I wrote, what can I practice? Say, I'm interested in 10 times every day. 2 days later, that word never left me again.
Step number 3, do 1 tiny English action the same day. This is the magic of momentum.
Action kills fear. Even 5 minutes of practice tells your brain we are not quitting.
How to practice? Choose something super small connected to your failure. If you froze while speaking, record 3 simple sentences.
If you forgot vocabulary, learn just 3 new words. Example, after my cafe moment, I practiced ordering food out loud in my room for 5 minutes.
I felt a little silly, but the next time I went to a cafe, the words came easier. The failure lost its power over me.
Step number 4, tell 1 safe person what happened. This is healing in action.
Why does it work? Shame dies when it's spoken out loud. You discover you're not broken, you're human.
How to practice. Message a friend or write in our YouTube comments. Say something like, hey, I messed up my English today, but I'm learning from it.
Have you ever felt that? Example, I told Olivia about my interview and she told her cafe story.
We laughed a little and encouraged each other. Suddenly, the failure felt smaller than a grain of sand.
Step number 5, reframe your story every night for 1 week. This is my favorite step.
Every evening, instead of thinking, I failed today, say, I grew today because.
Why does it work? Your brain believes what you repeat. After 7 days, the old painful story starts to disappear.
How to practice. Before bed, speak 1 sentence out loud. Say, I grew today because I tried, and trying is how winners are made.
Example, on day 7 after my interview, I said, I grew today because now I know exactly which words I need, and I actually felt proud.
Those are your 5 healing steps. Self-compassion, turn it into a lesson, tiny action, share with someone, and reframe your story.
You can start any of them right after this podcast. They are simple, but they really work.
Now it's your turn to practice with us. This is the listener practice moment.
Here's what I want you to do. Pause the podcast for just 2 minutes. Find a quiet place or stay right where you are.
Think about your most recent English failure. Now speak these 3 sentences out loud, slowly and kindly.
First sentence, I made a mistake and that's okay. Second sentence, that mistake taught me something important.
Third sentence, I'm still learning and I'm getting stronger every day. Say them 3 times.
First time, whisper. Second time, normal voice. Third time, with a smile.
Go ahead, pause now. We'll wait for you right here. Welcome back, my friend. How did that feel? A little lighter?
That's the power of speaking your healing out loud. You just did something brave. Be proud of that.
You can come back to this exercise anytime you need it. It's like a little reset button for your heart.
As we finish today, I want you to hear this. Learning English is not a straight line.
It's a beautiful, messy journey with ups and downs and lots of oops moments. But every time you heal after failure, you become a little bit stronger.
Mistakes are normal. Feeling stuck is normal. Giving up is the only thing that stops the journey.
And you are not giving up. You are here. You are listening. You are growing.
One day, not too far from now, you're going to wake up. You'll open your mouth and English will simply flow.
Not because you never failed, but because you learned how to heal after every single failure. And when that day comes, you will smile and think, I did this.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Thank you for trusting us with your English journey.
You are doing something amazing. We believe in you so much.
We'll be right here next week with more encouragement and more warm conversations.
Until then, be kind to yourself. Keep speaking, keep healing.
And remember, you've got this.
This has been Learn English Podcast. We'll see you soon. Take care.